Hi everyone,
Hello, everyone.
welcome back to another video.
Sisterly conversations. Alright, so our topic is what is a true friend? So, a true friend, in my opinion, is someone who can be there for you, you'll be there for them, be happy for them in their happy times, be sad with them during their sad times, and being loyal and treating each other equally and with respect. That's a true friend to me. My sister?
Well, a true friend, in my opinion, is somebody that is there for you regardless, and you be there, and you're there for them regardless. Even if you don't live in the same place, even if you don't live in the same country, some people tend to think friendships are people that have to be around you, and yeah, that works too, I guess, in a way. But I feel like real friends are people you might not even hear every day, but at the same time, if you're going through something or you have a difficulty in something or whatever, you can pick up the phone and talk to them or whatever. Even if you're going through, like Tony said, if you have a happy moment, let's say you graduated college, or you know you're getting married, or some important event in your life, you can talk to them about that too and know that they'll genuinely be happy for you. Um, and then it's not only about you, it goes both ways as well. They can pick up the phone and talk to you about something they might be going through in their life, or a happy moment or whatever. And then I think that a true friend is also somebody that you can call on
Yeah.
and supports you. It's not just a case where you guys have this random conversation about nothing. I mean, I personally, for me, I feel like if you sit down and talk about things just randomly or whatever, it's fine. You can sit down and have a whole conversation about whatever. But when real moments come, when true, like, testing moments where you need somebody to support you about something, or, whatever it is, you know that person's also there. And they're also there to be there for you.
Right.
They're not just there to have these random conversations on the phone, and then when something deep happens, you can't pick up the phone and call them, or they don't know what to tell you, or even if they're just there to listen and then maybe give you their opinion on the situation. You never know if their opinion might make the difference.
Right.
As long as they're being their authentic self, I think that makes a big difference in the whole situation. You might be feeling down or depressed about something, and they're there for you to help you out with whatever it is. And for me, that's what a true friend is. I feel like people use friend so
Loosely.
loosely. They use the word friend so loosely. Everybody say, "Oh, this is my friend. This is my friend." I've been hearing these horror stories of people having friends. Sometimes you think somebody's been your friend since high school or elementary school or whatever, or let's just say primary school or whatever, and then you know you you go on a trip and somebody end up dead. That's supposed to be in a friend group. Like, you've been seeing these stories in America and different places. Like, how can you be friends with somebody, and then the moment that you get the person from around their um, hometown or where they're used to or whatever, all of a sudden now you take the opportunity to destroy this person. Whether you destroy the person's character, whether you try to destroy the person physically, whatever it is. But a true friend will never do that. Yet you have people say, "Oh, I have a friend," and at the end of the day, then the person you thought that was your friend is the one that stabbing you in your back, as what Marty said in his song. Wait, you said no?
How
But
you quoting?
But Marty said, your true friends are your and no, what he said, your friends are your enemies or something, so.
Your best friend is your
Right,
enemy.
your best friend is your enemy,
Right.
right? And he said, who the cat fit? Okay, who the cat fit? Let it fit him or whatever. You will listen to the song, pull it up, listen to the song, and you understand what they say. I can't remember the words. The words ain't coming to me right now. If I put on the song now, I'll be spitting the song word for word. But for right now, it ain't coming to me. But the point is your true friends sometimes, the people that you think are your best friends, that are the ones that could destroy you. So I think it's very important to be careful of the people you call friend. Friend is a serious word. People don't realize that. Friend is, um, for me, I don't just call anybody my friend. You gotta show me that you're my friend. And I'm very, very quick to, I don't know. I don't want to. I'm just very quick to pick up on things. If I don't think is, if I don't think is a natural thing, or I don't think is authentic or honest. You know, so if I feel like you befriending me, but you really side eyeing me, are you really ain't happy for me then? Are you really ain't want me to succeed in my life? You understand? I feel like at the end of the day, you gotta go. So
So let me ask you a question. Are you afraid?
my sister is my friend. My sister has been there for me right through life, even though half the time we are always at it. But she's been there for me throughout my life. I've been there for her throughout her life. You putting your face up. And at the end of the day, this will be always my sister, and that's what matters. But I'm not talking about sisters, even though that people have their siblings as friends or whatever, and there's some people that have their siblings as enemies too, right? But I'm not really talking about siblings and cousins and different. I'm talking about like outsiders, like people that come into your life.
Come into your life,
Yeah.
yeah. What I would say is because Chantal hit a lot of nails on their heads. For me personally, I believe that I have some good friends. I can call on them. They could call on me anytime. We may have our disagreements as all relationships have, but to be honest with you, whenever you have a friendship, you have to put it before God, because God will show up those persons who are really not your friends. So, but what Shin just said about picking up on things, I'm not as fast as picking up. I sometimes I see things, but I just brush it under the carpet. That's the type of person I am, because I try to see the good in persons or whatever. When they literally keep knocking me down, knocking me down. I'm one of those persons that takes some time before I like diss off, start talking, that kind of thing. So once again, I'm opposite to my sister. I give chances, but you give chances sometimes, or no times at all.
I think it depends on the situation. When you know a person, you know a person,
Right.
and people are different. But if you know that a person, this is how they are, and you can handle the situation, you could deal with their personality or whatever, I feel like it's up to you if you want to stick around or not. But when somebody comes to destroy you or say things about you that can destroy your character or anything like that, for me, I don't see what's the point of sticking around. What are you sticking around for? Are you sticking around for them to continue digging a hole for you? There's only so much you could take. It's like is in a relationship. People say, let's say it's an abusive relationship, right? People say they stick around, stick around. The person is abusing them, but they stick around, and then unfortunately, at the end of the day, then it could be their death, right? So it might not be as extreme in a friendship, but when somebody is you thinking this person is your friend, right? And have your back. But then behind your back, they're breaking apart your character. Or they're breaking apart what you have built up. You know, you sharing your successes, you sharing your dreams, you sharing your goals. And behind closed doors, they're wishing bad for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you have to cut off these type of people. If there's no room to say, oh, I won't give you a chance. What are you giving them a chance for them to continue to destroy you? Don't make sense. So that's just my
You're making sense.
the way I think of it.
You're making sense. But what I would say is that I shouldn't say is it depends on the individual. If you know your body got a big mouth, always gonna always call you like a clown or whatever, knowing that that's who they are, then fine. But if it's somebody that you really had really, really close under you, and then all of a sudden you realizing these characteristics about them and stuff like that, and they might do things subtly, and then it might be subtle till it get to actual what they really feel, right? Um, to me, in that sense, then you will have to get more chances, But to each is his own. I love people around me, as I would have said in my previous video. But yeah, so that's me.
And also, I was thinking about something just now. Yeah, and also, if somebody that you thought was a friend, or somebody that you really cared about enough to call your friend or whatever, um, did something to destroy you or did something to tear you down, I don't think you need to hold it in, like, hold it to yourself all the time, or hold on to it, or hold a grudge or whatever, because in the end it still destroys you.
Yeah.
I think the best way to go about it is to let them know. You could choose to let them know or not, but I feel it would be better to let them know, because you letting people know um, when you think about the situation, right? So they know that you're not stupid, that you know what's going on. But again, it's a choice. You can either choose to or don't. You don't have to. But then I feel that you should pray and you should ask God to not only to give you the strength to forgive them, but to give you the strength to let it go. But I also think that in doing that, I think you need to cut them off and forgive them, but just let go of the whole relationship, because what I think is very important not to have somebody in your space that can cause unnecessary trauma and stress to you. It don't make sense. So that's just my thoughts on that.
Well, please let us know in the comments. How do you feel about friendship? What do you think a true friendship is? And some of the characteristics that you are looking for in a friendship. So, what I want to say too, right? Because my sister really big me up, so I have to big her back up too. I have a wonderful friendship with my sister. As she would have said, we are always at it at least 50% of the time. No, maybe 35% of the time. But hear this. What is a friendship? And what is sisterhood?
More like 60% of the time.
Sisterhood ship and friendship without a fight. Right? But my sister is very down to earth. She gives you good advice. And what I would say is, I know I can come to her with anything. And I know she always has an answer, because she is my big sister. She makes it known that she is bigger than me, which means she might have more. She thinks she might have more wisdom than me.
I never tell you so yet. So I don't know you get that one from.
That was an illusion.
What I say is that I asked for you to be born. That's what I see, and that's how you came into this world.
Whatever. Anyhow, I have a very great friendship with my big sister too. Let me just put that out there. Anyhow, please like,
share,
and subscribe. Until next time.
Bye bye.